On behalf of the faculty, welcome to the comeback commencement ceremony. At this time, we ask that you all please rise, if you're able, for the singing of our national anthem, sung by Rose Menino-Daniels, 2020 Doctor of Musical Arts, School of Music, Theater, and Dance.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red leather bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon and welcome back. We are so glad that you are here. Hats off to the class of 2020 and the class of 2021. Please join me in thanking Rose Menino-Daniels for her lovely rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. Thank you so much. I'm Susan Collins, Provost and Professor of Public Policy and Economics, and it is truly a pleasure to be with you today, honoring your graduation from the University of Michigan and celebrating your achievements, your perseverance, and your resilience. We are so deeply proud of each of you. I also want to recognize the important role that family and friends and teachers have played in helping you to complete your degrees and to move into the world. Thank you so much to all of you as well. When the pandemic began in 2020, we had no idea how severe it would be or how long it would last. I remember speaking with students, including some of you, about the unprecedented challenges that the world faced. I talked then about how we aren't in control of world events, but we can learn from them and develop new strengths. This isn't easy to do when it feels as though the world has been turned upside down. To maintain my focus and learning and growing, I've kept this African proverb in my mind. Smooth seas do not make skillful sailors. Sometimes the waters will not be still, and it is there that we learn the most. It's helpful to remind ourselves of these words. I've certainly found them helpful as new challenges continue to come before us. Your studies here were disrupted by the pandemic and marked by global events, including the national reckoning on racial justice, dramatic increases in human migration, growing effects of climate change, and more. And in these very uncertain circumstances, you adjusted to new ways of learning. You found ways to remain connected with one another. You met challenges with imagination and determination. You demonstrated what it means to be leaders and best. And your example helped our community, our faculty, your fellow students, our staff, to move forward despite the difficulties that we all faced. And for that, thank you. So today we're celebrating you and your academic accomplishments. Doing so also provides an opportunity to reflect on your time here and to consider how it continues to shape your lives. You're now making your own ways in the world. In jobs or in further studies, you're encountering new ideas, new people, new places. And I hope that being on campus today is providing an opportunity to reflect on what you learned here, to connect it with experiences that you've had since you graduated, and to gain a deeper understanding of yourself and the world. There are, for all of us, touchstones in our lives, people, places, events that shaped us. And revisiting them with the perspectives and time and experiences is one of the ways that we grow as individuals. That could be rereading a book that you valued a few years ago. That can offer new insights into who you've become. Similarly, getting back in touch with faculty members can help you to build on what you learned in courses from research projects and other endeavors, and to find unexpected links between ideas or pose new questions to explore. And in particular, your connections with friends are also essential parts of continuous learning. Reminiscing about who you were and what you did together is such a strong foundation from what to think about the future. These friends are of incalculable value when you have questions about what comes next or need the courage to try something new. And that Michigan connection, our connection here to one another, will continue to be a strong one. It leads to lasting friendships and it encourages new ones. So wherever you are in the world, you will find others who respond to Go Blue. And I know you've had that experience many times, as have I. Yes, absolutely. These touchstones are important for all of us as we move through life, and more often zigzagging than continuing along a straight path that we might have imagined. They help us recognize and embrace opportunities and determine when we need to stop and reconsider our paths. The late Madeleine Albright, the first woman to serve as the United States Secretary of State, observed that there's no roadmap to success, either for individuals or for generations. Ultimately, it is a matter of judgment and a question of choices. We have made great progress in managing the pandemic, yet the world still faces many complex and intersecting challenges, and your judgment and your choices will play a critical role in addressing them and shaping the future. As students, you impressed us with your ability to analyze problems and to develop innovative solutions to them, and we have every confidence in that as our graduates, you will act with intelligence, imagination, compassion, and the resilience that you demonstrated while you were here. And that you are already finding ways to move us forward to a better world. And so again, thank you. Throughout our history, the authority to grant degrees has been vested in the University of Michigan Board of Regents. And so we are pleased to recognize those members of the board who are here with us today. Jordan B. Acker, Huntington Woods. Paul W. Brown, Ann Arbor. And Mark J. Bernstein, Ann Arbor. We are also joined and pay tribute to Regent Emeritus Paul Brown Sr. and Vice President Emeritus Cynthia Wilbanks. And I'd like to extend a deep thanks to the faculty members who are serving as marshals for today's ceremony. Traditionally, at this point in our ceremony, we have the commissioning of the students who have served in the Reserve Officer Training Corps. Those in the classes of 2020 and 2021 were commissioned at the time that they graduated. And so today, we are very pleased to share greetings from Alex Zhang, a member of the class of 2020 in engineering and currently a first lieutenant in the United States Army. Welcome.
Thank you, Provost Collins, and good afternoon. My name is Alex Zhang. I graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in Computer Science from the College of Engineering. I'm a first lieutenant in the United States Army, currently stationed at Eglin Air Force Base in the Western Florida Panhandle, about 60 miles east of Pensacola. It is my great honor to acknowledge all those among us who have been part of the U.S. military, our veterans, active duty service members, guardsmen, and reservists. If you're able, please stand to be recognized. Thank you for all you've done and continue to do to defend our country and protect vital national interests. I also would like to recognize and congratulate my fellow ROTC classmates as together we celebrate this significant academic milestone. Our Michigan experience is one that we'll always remember. Going forward, we also know there is an excellent chance, wherever life leads, that we're going to meet other Wolverines eager to swap stories of days well spent in Ann Arbor. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ann Curzan, Dean of the College of Literature, Science, and the Arts.
Years later, and how beautiful to be here with all of you. I'm Ann Curzan, and I'm honored to serve as the Dean of the College of Literature, Science, and the Arts. Class of 2020, on behalf of the faculty and staff and LSA, I want to express our heartfelt congratulations and our admiration for your resilience and your perseverance. And to the families and friends of the class of 2020 and to 2021, you saw how hard it was for these students to have their senior years cut short and to graduate with little ceremony during a global crisis. Thank you for supporting these remarkable graduates. In preparing for today, I have been revisiting May 2nd, 2020, the day that many of you officially graduated from U of M. I had recorded my commencement address earlier in the week from my home office with my highly unimpressed cat looking on. That Saturday morning, rather than being here in the big house in my regalia, I took a walk through a deserted campus. I remember seeing a lone graduate in cap and gown standing in front of Hatcher Library with one friend taking a photo. It felt bone-deep sad. And as I walked, I was racking my brain for what could we have done differently to celebrate you within all the constraints, with all the uncertainty and fear. And let me tell you, I wasn't the only one thinking about what we could have done differently. I returned home to find my inbox filled with sad and some angry emails from graduates and their families. One from a graduating senior, Mackenzie, had the subject line, "Do we matter?" And I could feel her pain and disappointment, which I know so many of you experienced. We were all discombobulated. It was a time when many of us were wiping down groceries, scared to touch doorknobs, and living and working in bubbles. A couple of weeks ago, I heard from Mackenzie, who is joyfully here today. She is now a court-appointed special advocate. She's now a court-appointed special advocate for children in the county's protective custody and headed to law school. Mackenzie wrote, and I quote with permission, "I have come to realize that my degree symbolizes an education that deals with complexity, diversity, and change. This has helped me develop a social responsibility and compelled me to action. I have been grateful to have heard from many of you as you reflect after 2 years on the meaning of your U of M education. And for this graduation, we've had time to recombobulate. This relatively new word, recombobulate, is my small graduation gift to you. It comes from the Milwaukee airport, where after you get through security, you find the recombobulation area. It is where you recombobulate. You put your belt back on, your shoes back on, you put your electronics back in your bag. You know the drill. A key skill in life, quality recombobulation. It acknowledges that life can kick us around and leave us in disarray and discombobulated. And we recombobulate, knowing we'll have to do it again. And if you're thinking right now, recombobulate's not a word, please know you're talking to a linguist, and I say, embrace this word, it's a really good one. Here's a more profound version of this point, which I learned from a dear friend who is of Haitian descent. There's a proverb in Haitian culture, beyond mountains, there are mountains. This may sound familiar if you know the book Mountains Beyond Mountains about Paul Farmer, a leader in global public health who passed away this winter. Now, perhaps right now you're thinking, thanks? You're saying it's all mountains? And I know when times are hard, as the past 2 years have been, it can be very tempting to wish that life would just be flat terrain from here. But to wish away the mountains, first, isn't possible, and second, it risks missing opportunity. There's a real inspiration in this proverb. For my friend, as a doctor in global public health, it's the recognition that life will come as a series of challenges. Relish overcoming one, and then don't let the next one throw you. What? Another mountain? Instead, you can say to yourself, I was expecting you. It is the next opportunity to do better, to learn more, to help others. And for the complex problems we face, racial injustice, climate change, war and threats to democracy, racial inequality, health disparities, it's going to take all of us together with resolve and humility, greeting those mountains as they come. I also like to believe that climbing each mountain can make us stronger and better prepared for the next one. We can say, I've done mountains, I've got this. And I hope you feel like your Michigan education has prepared you well. Class of 2020 and 2021, what mountains you have climbed to get here. The world will be a better place because you will summit many more in the years ahead. Congratulations, welcome back, and go blue. I'm now very pleased to introduce Professor Alan Liu. Dr. Liu chairs the Faculty Senate and is a faculty member in the College of Engineering and in the College of Literature, Science, and the Arts.
Welcome back, class of 2020 and 2021. I'm an associate professor in mechanical engineering, biomedical engineering, and biophysics, and immediate past chair of the Faculty Senate. It is fantastic to see you all back here in the big house for this special event. Back in mid-March 2020, our lives were turned upside down in a matter of days. The subsequent campus and statewide lockdown impacted every function of the university. Yet our commitment to delivering curricula and instructions to meet the educational goals remained undeterred. I know your learning was impacted, and your last year at the university was not what you had hoped. Yet, you all come here today to celebrate this major milestone, albeit 2 years later. If the pandemic has taught me one thing, it is that human interaction is replaceable. The growth of an individual's mind, their capacity to imagine, and their sensory learning are all best attained through in-person interactions. Although many have grown accustomed to Zoom classes and meetings, the experiential learning through in-person interactions offers far richer engagement. In an era where information is readily available at one's fingertips, one can be overwhelmed easily by information overload. There's no way to turn back the clock to change 2020, but we can control how knowledge is delivered and shared in the future as we inch towards a new normal. So I encourage all of you to engage in lifelong learning for your personal growth and professional development. Don't let the degree from the University of Michigan stop you from seeking more knowledge and sharing them. Let the University of Michigan be the place that inspires you to keep on learning. Congratulations again, once again, and forever go blue. It is now my honor to introduce Mary Sue Coleman, the 13th President of the University of Michigan.
Good afternoon. We are absolutely thrilled to welcome you home to Michigan. It's so good to see all of you here in the big house. We are very proud of you. You completed your studies during a very unsettling and confusing time in our world. The class of 2020 will always stand out in Michigan history. Your achievements are remarkable. So too are your families for the unconditional love and encouragement that they provided through the years. Graduates, please join me in applauding your families for everything that they did to make your graduation and today's celebration a success. Today, you're back on a campus you love. So am I. I did not anticipate standing here as president with the privilege of celebrating your accomplishments. I served as president from 2002 to 2014, and I never imagined the opportunity to address another exceptional graduating class. And now, in the past 8 days, I've had a chance to address two exceptional classes, 2020 and 2022. And I know that we also have some graduates from the class of 2021 with us today. Life does not go always as planned. This has been an unusual experience for all of us. I want to thank the students and alumni for welcoming me back as president and reminding me what I have always known: it is great to be a Michigan Wolverine. The global pandemic of the past 2+ years has come with many lessons. We've learned the importance of science and the need for truth and accuracy. We better understand public health protocols and how to prevent the spread of disease. We know how to work and collaborate in remote settings successfully. Yet we've also had a stronger appreciation for the human connections with colleagues, friends, and family. And in matters large and small, we have learned that life does not always go as we hope. And yet, we adapt and persevere. That is how educated, creative, responsible people respond to challenges. We press on and find ways to improve our lives and the lives of those around us. More than 70 years ago, a University of Michigan graduate left Ann Arbor determined to help others by defeating cancer. He committed himself to conduct research into different drug therapies in hopes of treating this terrible disease. After several years in the lab, Jerome Horowitz felt that he and his colleagues had created a compound that would slow the growth of cancer cells. He was excited about its potential and thought he was on the verge of a genuine breakthrough. Alas, his tests in mice showed no positive progress. Dr. Horowitz put his synthesized drug on the shelf. He was the first to say his experiment had failed miserably. That was 1964. Fast forward to the mid-1980s and another Michigan graduate. A new disease called AIDS is causing panic in medical and public health circles. Scientists like Dr. Anthony Fauci and others at the National Institutes of Health are perplexed and worried. One of Dr. Fauci's NIH colleagues is Samuel Broder, a researcher with 2 Michigan degrees. He desperately is seeking something that will stop AIDS. When a drug company comes forward with a forgotten compound created by Dr. Horowitz, Samuel Broder sees a glimmer of hope. Where the Horowitz drug was ineffective in treating cancer, in early trials, it stopped the AIDS virus from replicating. Dr. Broder became a champion of the drug Dr. Horowitz created. He experimented with the compound, pushed for clinical trials, and lobbied for FDA approval. In 1987, that drug, AZT, became the first genuine treatment for AIDS. Along with similar drugs, it helped transform the diagnosis of HIV from a death sentence to a chronic disease that could be managed. Where Jerome Horowitz conceded failure and advocated patience, Samuel Broder saw potential and hope. Life does not always go as planned. Just ask Alexa Kennedy. She was an extremely bright student from Lansing who came to the University of Michigan with a dream of becoming a mathematician. But she encountered the same situation I suspect many of you did as students. Academics at Michigan are demanding, stressful and demanding. She began to struggle, poor grades rattled her confidence, and she stopped going to class. Her grades plummeted, and she found herself on academic probation. It was only because she needed money to buy a car for transportation to and from school that Alexa applied for a fellowship that came with a stipend. This was a fellowship in the health sciences, and she soon fell in love with medicine. She changed her major to zoology, earned a bachelor's degree, and enrolled in U of M's medical school. She thrived as a medical student and graduated with honors. And the student who had considered dropping out went on to qualify as this country's first African-American woman neurosurgeon and chief of pediatric neurosurgeon at the Children's Hospital. Life does not always go as planned. I want to tell you about one more graduate of the University of Michigan. You may remember him because your days on campus overlapped. Austin Hatch has a story that is hard to believe, and it's even harder to tell. Austin did not survive one plane crash, he survived 2. These horrible accidents occurred 8 years apart. The first killed his mother, his sister, and brother. The second took the lives of his father and stepmother. It occurred just 9 days after Austin had achieved his life's dream. He signed to play basketball at the University of Michigan, his mother's alma mater. Instead, he spent the next 3 years recovering from severe injuries, including a traumatic brain injury. He had to relearn how to walk, speak, and eat. Coach John Beeline and the university honored his scholarship Following his recovery, Austin spent 4 years with the basketball team. He scored all of 1 point in competition. But I would argue that it is one of the most meaningful baskets in campus history. He graduated in 2018 with a degree in organizational studies, but more change was ahead. A job in the corporate world was unfulfilling, and people kept asking him about his remarkable and extraordinary history. So he created his own enterprise, and today he devotes himself to helping others overcome their challenges. He lived through 2 plane crashes, and he helps others face adversity. Austin likes to quote his father, who once told him, "We are going to press on." That's what we're called to do. We are pressing on. That is what we said in 2020 when the coronavirus turned our lives upside down here on campus and beyond. The pandemic stole so much of what we know of the college experience. Your interactions with professors, animated discussions with classmates, and a social scene you can only find in a university town like Ann Arbor. And you lost out on graduation, but you will always have your University of Michigan education. No event or person or pandemic or protocol can take that away. You earned a degree from one of the most challenging universities in the country. You have the critical thinking skills, the talent, the creativity to make a difference. We are honored to celebrate you here today. It is our way of applauding your impressive accomplishments. But we also know what genuinely matters, that your Michigan education will serve you well, no matter where it takes you, whether it's back to the big house or into the world that needs your skills and perspectives. Adversity, no problem. You've been there. Challenges, bring them on. Life does not always go as planned. No one knows that better than you. And when it doesn't, always remember, you graduated from the University of Michigan during a global pandemic. Those are unique credentials that tell the world you can achieve anything, and you will. I've always enjoyed the signature ending of my commencement speeches. So it is an honor to say these words one last time. For today, goodbye. For tomorrow, good luck. And forever, go blue.
Inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it a move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. Struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking, and I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on, 'cause there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it. Sing it! Sometimes I gotta have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. Yeah, it's the climb. Oh, yeah, it's all about the climb. Yeah, it's the climb. Go Blue!
Please join me in thanking again Joseph Serafini for his performance. He is a talented graduate of the School of Music, Theater, and Dance class of 2020. And now, by the authority of the state of Michigan vested in the Board of Regents, we shall now confer degree honoris causa, which has been recommended by the faculties and authorized by the regents of the university. A member of the Board of Regents will present the honorary degree recipient. Regent Jordan Acker.
Thank you, President Coleman. Dr. Fauci, throughout your career, you have consistently demonstrated integrity, a commitment to basic science and clinical research, and extraordinary energy, which has led to monumental breakthroughs in immunology and saved hundreds of millions of lives. You have also advanced cutting-edge NIH-funded research right here at U of M and research universities throughout the nation. Your exemplary leadership at NIH and in the broader scientific community has earned the respect of students, your peers, and a grateful nation. The University of Michigan proudly presents you the honorary degree Doctor of Science.
By the authority of the state of Michigan vested in the Board of Regents and by them delegated to me, I now confer upon you, Anthony Fauci, the degree Doctor of Science and admit you to all of its rights, honors, and privileges. I'm delighted to introduce Afifa Khan from Farmington Hills, Michigan, who completed a Master of Management degree program at the Stephen M. Ross School of Business in 2020. Congratulations, Afifa.
Thank you, President Coleman. Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon. As an undergrad at U of M, I studied at the School of Public Health, earning my bachelor's in 2019 before going on to do my Master of Management at the Ross School of Business, completing my degree in the middle of a pandemic. Class of 2020, what we thought was going to be a 2-week hold turned into 2 difficult years. However, we know that we may leave Michigan, but Michigan never leaves us. I am grateful for my eclectic education from this university, but the best part has been the community and support I found here, both as a student and alumna. Firstly, from the Muslim Students Association, who showed me through prayer, mentorship, gatherings, and good company, how service through our faith is the foundation to building community. Furthermore, as a graduate student in Ross, I built a bigger network, as my peers and I joined together to advocate for more resources to help racial, ethnic, and religious minorities succeed in business. I found teamwork while playing on intramural soccer and volleyball teams, making new friends on and off the field. We even won the intramural Best Sportsmanship Award. Then as a resident advisor, I embodied support for others by helping everyone from first-year students who came from small towns to international students who couldn't go home during the pandemic. The sense of community I gained from these experiences has stayed with me and helped me get through these past 2 years. My peers and I learned to navigate virtual classes together, apply to graduate school, and take part in job interviews while wearing a blazer on top and our pajamas on the bottom. All while trying to take care of ourselves and our loved ones. Thanks to this supportive network, I was able to land a job at the CDC Foundation as a health equity project manager, where I now work with a team to build capacity towards addressing health inequities, including racial and socioeconomic health disparities that have already existed but have been exacerbated by this pandemic. I am honored to be a part of this Wolverine community, one that encourages using our leadership to serve others and provides the experiences needed to truly be the leaders and best. Thank you, and go Blue. Now, I am honored to introduce Dr. Anthony Fauci, Director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases Laboratory at the National Institutes of Health. Welcome, Dr. Fauci.
Thank you so much, Afifa, for that kind introduction. Members of the faculty, distinguished guests, family members and friends of you, the graduates, and of course you, the 2020, and I understand to some extent the 2021 graduating class of the University of Michigan. It is a privilege and an honor, believe me, to be your commencement speaker, and I'm humbled to be receiving an honorary degree from this distinguished university. I thank the Board of Regents and President Coleman for bestowing this honor on me. Now, I no longer feel like an outsider when I get carried away looking at the basketball and football games on TV. And when I say go Blue, now I'm legitimate, right? So seriously, I've had the privilege of delivering multiple commencement addresses over the many years. And not uncommonly, I refer to my own graduation from college and I tend to draw certain analogies between the past and the present and illustrate that we have shared a common experience. Now, clearly, that does not readily apply to your class. The profound ways that COVID-19 has disrupted your student years, as you've heard from previous speakers, are unprecedented. Otherwise, why would we be celebrating the graduation of the class of 2020 and 2021 in May of 2022? Viewing the overall situation from my vantage points at the National Institutes of Health and in the White House, each of you deserves enormous credit and respect, and I mean that, for your extraordinary adaptability, your resilience, your dedication to learning, completing your studies, and graduating despite immense difficulties and certainty. So I say with all sincerity that I am in awe of you for that. And so, while my college experience was quite different from yours, I just would like to briefly reflect on certain issues that have been important to me since my graduation many years ago, and that still might be worth at least considering as you leave the University of Michigan. First, expect the unexpected. Planning and charting one path in life is something we've all done to a greater or lesser degree. You've actually already done that to some extent by choosing this extraordinary institution of the University of Michigan for your education. However, in my own experience, some of the most important, impactful events or directions that I have taken have been completely unanticipated and unplanned. You are at a virtually totipotential period in your lives, and so please keep a completely open mind and do not shy away from dreaming impossible dreams and seizing upon unanticipated opportunities. Let me describe an example of such a completely unanticipated challenge and opportunity that profoundly impacted the direction of my career and, in fact, my entire life. After graduating from medical school and following years of residency and fellowship in 1972, I began a journey as a young clinical investigator at the National Institutes of Health. Over the next 9 years, I progressed to what was considered by many as a very successful, safe, and comfortable career in investigative medicine. My future seemed settled. Then, in June of 1981, 41 years ago next month, I remember quite clearly sitting in my NIH office, reading in a report from the CDC about a handful of cases of an unusual pneumonia among gay men in Los Angeles. 1 month later, 26 additional cases of gay men from Los Angeles, San Francisco, and New York City with not only this unusual pneumonia, but also other rare infections and cancers were described in a second CDC report. We did not realize it at the time, but we were witnessing the evolution of one of the worst public health scourges in recent memory, the HIV/AIDS pandemic. I became totally enthralled with this mysterious new disease that did not yet have a name, much less an etiologic agent. I'm still not sure to this day what drove me to do this, but I decided right then and there to make an abrupt change in the direction of my career, abandon my successful research pursuits, and investigate the pathogenesis of this mysterious new disease. My mentors were horrified and insisted that I was making a career-ending mistake and this disease would amount to nothing. However, the ultimate emergence of the AIDS pandemic and my decision to pivot and devote my efforts to this unexpected public health challenge transformed my professional career, if not my entire life, and put me on the path I am to this very day. Now, obviously, not every opportunity or challenge that you encounter will influence your careers or your lives or be as dramatic as a mysterious infectious diseases outbreak, that's for sure. However, please believe me that you will confront the same types of unpredictable events that I have experienced, regardless of what directions your careers or your lives take. And so, expect the unexpected and stay heads up for an unanticipated opportunity should it present itself. Now, you need to listen to others who care about you, but at the end of the day, go with your own gut. It can be rewarding, exciting, career and life altering. Next, leadership. You are graduating from a most extraordinary institution. The very fact that you were chosen to be part of this outstanding class, in my mind, puts somewhat of a burden of responsibility upon at least some of you to assume leadership roles in our society. It does not necessarily have to be designated leadership. Leadership can evolve from a variety of experiences, and it takes many forms, including the quiet and subtle leadership of example. Which brings me to my next issue, which actually applies to everybody in this stadium: our divided nation. I've spent my entire professional career in Washington, D.C. as a scientist, a physician, and a public health official. Although that career path is fundamentally devoid of politics in the classic sense, being in Washington has allowed me to experience firsthand the intensity of the divisiveness in our nation. What troubles me is that differences of opinion or ideology have in certain circumstances been reflected by egregious distortions of reality. Sadly, elements of our society have grown increasingly unfazed by a cacophony of falsehood and lies that often stand largely unchallenged, ominously leading to an insidious acceptance of what I call the normalization of untruths. We see this happen daily, propagated through a range of information platforms, social medias, and so-called news organizations. And sad to say, certain elected officials in positions of power. Yet, the outrage and dissent against this alarming trend has mostly been muted and mild. If you remember nothing else from what I say today, I truly appeal to you. Please remember this: it is our collective responsibility not to sink to a tacit acceptance of the normalization of untruths. Because if we do, we bring danger to ourselves, our families, and our communities. This is how a society devolves into a way of life where veracity becomes subservient to propaganda rather than upheld as a guiding principle for creating and sustaining a just social order. And so, as you graduate and take the place in the wider world that will be yours to shape, do not shrug your shoulders and accept the normalization of untruths. Because if you do, lies become dominant and reality is distorted. And then truth means nothing. Integrity means nothing. Facts mean nothing. Our country will not thrive if we allow or do not push back vigorously against moral ambiguity. Seek and listen to the opinions that differ from your own, of course, but critically analyze information, what you have learned so well to do here at the University of Michigan, to discern and challenge weak assertions built on untruths. As future leaders, we are counting on you all for that. In closing, I've been speaking to you over the past few minutes about the serious issues that we are facing in our current world. And so, putting this serious business aside for a moment, I want to close with a reminder about the joyousness of your life to come and what a bright future you have. Allow yourselves to cultivate this joy as much as you do your professional accomplishments. Find your source of joy and happiness and fully embrace it. And think upon your future as that's stated by the American political theorist John Homer Shaw, and I quote, "The future is not some place we are going to, but one we are creating. The paths are not to be found, but made. And the activity of making them changes both the maker and the destination." Congratulations to you, to your families and your loved ones. Good luck, God bless you, and go blue.
Now, we shall recognize individually the recipients of the doctoral degrees awarded by the university. I invite you to notice the various disciplines as the degree recipients are introduced. You will receive a remarkable insight into the diversity and breadth of intellectual creativity carried forth at the University of Michigan. By the authority of the state of Michigan vested in the regents of the university and by them delegated to me, we shall now recognize the degrees which have been conferred by the faculties. Michael Solomon, Dean of the Horace H. Rackham School of Graduate Studies and Vice Provost for Academic Affairs, will preside.
All recipients of doctoral degrees, will you please rise if you are able and remain standing as your degree is named. Doctor of Musical Arts. Doctor of Philosophy. Juris Doctor. Doctor of Nursing Practice. Doctor of Dental Surgery. Doctor of Pharmacy. Doctor of Medicine. Doctor of Physical Therapy, and Doctor of Education. President Coleman, on behalf of the deans and faculties of the schools and colleges of these recipients and the executive board of the Horace H. Rackham School of Graduate Studies, I have the honor to present these graduates to you in order to acknowledge their achievements. I now invite them and their dissertation chairs to join us on stage. Doctoral degrees are the highest awarded by the university. We come now to the hooding of doctoral degree recipients, recognizing each of them individually. The ritual of receiving the doctoral hood is part of a historical tradition that began with the earliest foundations of European universities. Hooding has been a central feature of commencement exercises since the 12th century, when popes, kings, or emperors authorized the conferral of the doctoral hood. They were certifying that the recipients were master teachers who had earned us ubique docenti, the right to teach anywhere. Doctoral graduates who have undertaken original scholarship in the completion of a dissertation and who were guided by a faculty member who chaired their students' dissertation committee. Many of these faculty chairs are here and will personally hood their students in recognition of their entrance into the community of scholars. As their names are called, each will be draped with a hood, completing their doctoral academic regalia. The colors on the hoods identify first the university attended, and second, the academic field studied. The University of Michigan's colors of maize and azure blue can be seen on the lining of the hoods the doctoral candidates wear today. The border color, which represents their field of study, can be identified in the list of academic colors in your program.
Ariana Bankul, Linguistics. Cara Elizabeth Portia, Immunology. Alicia Stevers, Linguistics. Elena Anyaskevich, Slavic Languages and Literatures. Ian Calloway, Linguistics. Catherine Rico, Earth and Environmental Sciences. Meredith Calogero, Earth and Environmental Sciences. David Ogden, Linguistics. Amanda Missel, Nursing. Jaren Dag, Physics. Sagardeep Manjumdar, Mechanical Engineering. Maral Budak, Biophysics. Cayman Novak, Biomedical Engineering. Jun Gao, Statistics. Rose Menino Daniels, Music Performance. Tammy Guberick, Information. Stephanie Chun, Chemistry. Maria Fernanda Castillo Rodriguez, Music Performance. Chi Zhang, Computer Science and Engineering. Regulo Stabilito Garcia, Conducting. Wang Kai, Pharmaceutical Sciences. Megan Sherwinski, Nursing. Matthew Wilsey, Biomedical Engineering. Nicole Wu, Political Science. Jalicia Jolly, American Culture. William Bentz, Aerospace Engineering. Princess Williams, Political Science. Jeremy Castaño, Robotics. Murdad Moharami, Electrical Engineering Systems. Alex Lieber, Health Service Organization and Policy. James L. Casey Jr., Nutritional Sciences. Tae Hua Lee, Mechanical Engineering. Romulo Meira Gois, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Molly Ba, Music Education. Saman Moniri, Chemical Engineering. Jun Tsung, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Thomas Ying Jicheng, Industrial and Operations Engineering. Sui Ji-chang, Computer Science and Engineering. Andrea Down, Business Administration. Karthik Dessing, Computer Science and Engineering. Jessica Lowen, Anthropology. Jermaine Cho, Robotics. Georgia Innis, Anthropology. Yi-Ki Lin, Computer Science and Engineering. Obed Garcia, Anthropology. Shu Chang Shi, Computer Science and Engineering. George Council, Electrical Engineering Systems. Davina Pribadi Sanjaya, Aerospace and Scientific Computing. Andrea Douglas, Nursing Practice. Richard Sutherland, Aerospace Engineering. Debbie Argentsinger, Nursing Practice. James Mathis, Applied Physics. Angela Beard, Nursing Practice. Benjamin Blankenship, Psychology. Miriam Zick, Nursing Practice. Hyun Young Ro, Political Science. Heather Melville, Nursing Practice. Patrick Y. Wu, Political Science. Sarah McGuire, Nursing Practice. Jesse Crossan, Political Science. Han Zhang, Education and Psychology. Marcia Ochenu, Political Science. Joseph De Leon, Film, Television and Media. Maria Regina Garcia Mendez, Materials Science and Engineering. Jan DeWitt, Greek and Roman History. Michael Wang, Materials Science and Engineering. Elizabeth Alice Nabney, Classical Studies. Taylor Nye, Molecular, Cellular and Developmental Biology. Parrish Wright, Greek and Roman History. Janet Price, Molecular, Cellular and Developmental Biology. Catherine Beidler, Classical Studies. Emily Solomon, Music Performance. Christine Cuthbertson, Medicinal Chemistry. Han Jung Pei, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Jubilee Adeoye, Environmental Engineering. Yun Dong Yong, Computer Science and Engineering. Pin Lee, Biostatistics. Chun Yi Chao, Chemistry. Xianglong Wang, Biomedical Engineering. Sarah Fanton, Chemistry. Allison Beatty, Public Policy and Political Science. James Delorme, Neuroscience. Xing Cheng, Electrical Engineering. Sharina Rice, Neuroscience. Cameron Miller, Nuclear Engineering and Radiological Sciences. Janaira Alonso Caraballo, Neuroscience. Chiang Ping Ling, Robotics. Sampurna Datta Bhattacharya, Civil Engineering. Dale McCockney, Robotics. Shomi Ghosh, Chemistry. Buck Castillo, Ecology and Evolutionary Biology. Sahil Chabra, Chemistry and Scientific Computing. John Kernan, Education. Shyama Nunde Kumar, Molecular, Cellular, and Developmental Biology. Chen Rayan, Mathematics. Elizabeth Ann Fogarty, Neuroscience. Nick Muling, Educational Studies. Alan Antonio Martel Pereira, Information. Sunil Joe Glaker, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Dima Tota, Mechanical Engineering. Jessica Garrick, Sociology. Elissa Carson, Nursing Practice. Katrina Hoschult, Sociology. Janelle Goodwill, Social Work and Psychology. Kelly Russell, Sociology. Rachel Rowlands, Medicinal Chemistry. Jamie Louise Budnick, Sociology. Akshitha Sriraman, Computer Science and Engineering. Catherine Wolfe, Medicine. Andrew Quinn, Computer Science and Engineering. Mary Ann Schiltz, Nursing Practice. Jonathan Servos, Educational Leadership. Maria Lorena Chambers, History. Chao Yang Chung, Biostatistics. Tsung Shu Tzi, Mechanical Engineering. Nicholas Seawald, Statistics. Oliver Jinta Garabu, Health, Infrastructures and Learning Systems. Bradford Knight, Naval Architecture and Marine Engineering. Chayarndorn Punsatikpong, Molecular and Integrative Physiology. Irina Chiang, Pharmacology. Jacqueline Sanchez, Pharmacology. Alina Morales, Pharmacology. V. Kim Win, Bioinformatics. Stephen Michael Karamijas, Mechanical Engineering.
All doctoral recipients, please rise if you are able. I congratulate each of you for earning the doctoral degree you pursued with all of its rights, honors, and privileges. I'm so proud of the class of 2020 and members of the class of 2021 who are here with us today. We shall now invite all master's and bachelor's graduates to process onto the stage in honor of your achievement. While the students are processing onto the stage, each of the university's deans and deans representatives will recognize their graduates in the order of founding of the schools and colleges. Dean Curzon will begin by recognizing the candidates of the College of Literature, Science, and the Arts.
Hello again, I'm Ann Curzon, Dean of the College of Literature, Science, and the Arts, and I am here to offer my congratulations for the degrees to the graduates for the degrees conferred by the faculty of the College of Literature, Science, and the Arts.
Hello, hello. What a glorious day we have. I'm Gil Oman from the medical school, professor of internal medicine, genetics, public health, and computational medicine. We are here to congratulate the graduates from 2020 and 2021 who've earned medical and medical sciences degrees conferred by the faculty of the medical school. And we want to thank all of you for your dedication and resilience in caring for patients as medical students and now as medical residents during this pandemic. Go Blue.
Good afternoon. I'm Sarah Zierfas, the Dean of Admissions from the Law School, and I'm here to offer my congratulations to the graduates for the degrees conferred upon them by the faculty of the Law School. Go Blue!
Good afternoon. I'm Lori McCauley, Dean of the School of Dentistry. I'm here to offer my congratulations to the graduates for the degrees conferred by the faculty of the School of Dentistry. Congratulations and go Blue.
Good afternoon. My name is Amit Pai. I'm professor and chair of clinical pharmacy. I'm here to offer congratulations on behalf of the faculty of the College of Pharmacy. Go Blue.
Good afternoon on this beautiful day. I'm Luke Schaefer. I'm the Associate Dean for Research and Policy Engagement from the Ford School of Public Policy. And I'm here to offer my congratulations to the graduates for the degrees conferred by the faculty of the Gerald R. Ford School of Public Policy. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. I'm Professor Alec Gallimore, Dean of the College of Engineering. I'm here to offer my congratulations to the graduates for the degrees conferred by the faculty of Michigan Engineering. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. I am Elizabeth Burr Moji. I am the Dean of the School of Education, and I am here to offer my congratulations on behalf of the faculty of the School of Education. Good afternoon. My name is Francine Lafontaine, and I have the pleasure of serving as the Dean of the Stephen M. Ross School of Business. I am here to offer my congratulations to the graduates of the degrees conferred by the faculty of the Stephen M. Ross School of Business. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. I'm Bill Curry, Associate Dean of the School for Environment and Sustainability. I'm here to offer my congratulations to the graduates for the degrees conferred by the faculty of the School for Environment and Sustainability. Congratulations and go Blue.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dave Geer, Dean of the School of Music, Theater, and Dance, and I am here to offer my hearty congratulations to the graduates for the degrees conferred by the faculty of the School of Music, Theater, and Dance. Congratulations.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Massey, Dean of the Tallman College of Architecture and Urban Planning, and I am here to extend our mightiest congratulations to the graduates of the degrees conferred by the Tallman College of Architecture and Urban Planning. Go Blue!
Good afternoon, Wolverines. I'm Patricia Hearn, the Dean and Professor of the School of Nursing, and it's my pure delight to offer congratulations to the graduates who have degrees conferred by the faculty of the School of Nursing. Congratulations and go Blue.
Good afternoon. I am Dean Du Bois Bowman of the School of Public Health, and I'm here to offer my heartfelt congratulations to the graduates for the degrees conferred by the faculty of the School of Public Health. Congratulations and go Blue!
Good afternoon. I'm Joe Himley, Interim Dean of the School of Social Work, and I'm here to offer my congratulations to the graduates for the degrees conferred by the faculty of the School of Social Work. Go Blue!
Good afternoon. I'm Tom Finhold, Dean of the School of Information, and I am here to offer my congratulations to the graduates for the degrees conferred by the faculty of the School of Information. Go Blue!
Good afternoon. I'm Carol Jacobson, Professor Emerita of the Penny Stamps School of Art and Design. I am here to offer my congratulations to all the graduates for the degrees conferred by the faculty of the Penny Stamps School of Art and Design. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. I'm Thomas Templin, Associate Dean of the School of Kinesiology, and I'm here to offer my congratulations to the graduates for the degrees conferred by the faculty of the School of Kinesiology.
Graduates, please take your seats after you process across the stage, and you can enjoy the remainder of the ceremony from your seats. Thank you. Graduates, please take your seats after you process across the stage to enjoy the remainder of the ceremony. Thank you. Graduates and guests, please take your seats to enjoy the remainder of the ceremony. Graduates and guests, please take your seats to enjoy the remainder of our ceremony. Thank you. Graduates and guests, please take your seats and enjoy the remainder of the ceremony. Thank you.
Would all the master's and bachelor's graduates please rise if you are able? Please stand up. It is my pleasure and honor to finally be able to say to you in person, on behalf of the Board of Regents of the University of Michigan, congratulations on your graduation. Will all the graduates presented today please rise if you are able? Now will the deans, regents, and executive officers, other platform party members, and all faculty here today please rise? Will all the family members and invited guests who share in the recognition of these graduates please rise? I now officially welcome all of our graduates to the community of scholars. We look forward to benefiting from the contributions your education has prepared you to make in the world. To signify your graduation, you may now move your tassel to the left. Congratulations. You may now be seated. Engagement, education, and pride and the University of Michigan are hallmarks of the Alumni Association. Today, we are joined by Steve Grafton, who for the past 28 years has led the Alumni Association as its president and CEO. Steve is retiring, but not before I have the privilege of inviting him to address you as Michigan alumni. Steve?
Thank you, President Coleman, and good afternoon. You know, although you've been experiencing it for a while, I'm happy to congratulate you on your new status. You are alums of the University of Michigan. As alum, your status is permanent. You will be forever a member of the University of Michigan family. And there are opportunities and obligations that come with this status. For instance, there will be opportunities for you to advance in your careers or in your future educational pursuits because your degree is from the University of Michigan. It will make a difference. Along with that opportunity is the obligation to be a leader in your workplace and in your community. You've demonstrated that you have what it takes. There will be opportunities, no matter where you find yourself, to network with other alumni. You know, there are over 640,000 of them around the world. I guess I should say 640,001 now that Dr. Fauci has his degree. Along with the opportunity to network is the obligation to stay connected and to be involved with your university. There'll be opportunities to return to this place and to be viewed by students who follow you as mentors. Please accept the obligation to stay in touch with your alma mater, with the Alumni Association, and with other members of your Michigan family, and to doing your part to help keep our university a world leader. Together, we will continue to make it possible for others to reach the milestone that you have reached today. You know, as a student, many of you stood in this stadium, locked arms with each other and swayed and sang the alma mater after a football game. Today, you're going to sing it as alumni. And I hope as you do that you'll think about it differently. And you think about your part in the Michigan family. For instance, you're going to sing, "Hail to the colors that float in the light. Hooray for the yellow and blue." And I want you to know that you are those colors that float in the light, always representing Michigan wherever you go. And with the skills and the capabilities that you gained here at the University of Michigan, you can use those colors to paint a brighter and better world. You'll sing "Yellow the Moon" or "The Harvest Wanes." As alums of the University of Michigan, you'll be in positions to influence the harvest of future generations. I hope you will shine a bright light that helps them and others find their way. So I encourage you to sing the song proudly and join me when I raise my hand. Today, it is to celebrate your accomplishment and to indicate that you are part of the Michigan family. So again, congratulations, welcome to the alumni family, and hail to you, the victors, the leaders in best, the yellow and blue. Forever, go and be blue.
So as our ceremony comes to a close on this absolutely lovely afternoon, the university proudly recognizes your academic achievements and the contributions that you are making to our world. We are so glad that you are part of the University of Michigan alumni family. We welcome you, and we know that you will be forever to our credit. We will conclude with the singing of the Yellow and Blue and the Victors, accompanied by the Fanfare Band. The words are printed on the back cover of your program, and then immediately following the final chorus, the platform party will lead the processional march that officially closes the program. We ask that the graduates in the audience please remain at your seats until the recessional of the platform party and the faculty is complete. Thank you so much, and congratulations to the class of 2020 and the class of 2021. Now please join us in the singing of the university's alma mater, the Yellow and Blue.